Oh. Good. All right. So welcome everybody to Mommy and Me Yoga. This is Michaela, one of our other physical therapists here, and this is her son, Sebastian. So he'll be doing yoga with us today too. So we'll basically be going through some simple poses, short flow, and really just take it as it goes. It'll be fun to work out with your child. It can be, you can hold your child while you're doing it, or if you have a child who wants to participate next to you, that is also works really nicely. So we can get started. So just find a comfortable seated position. Your child can either sit in your lap, or you can hold your child, anything that's comfortable for you guys. So I just want you to sit, close your eyes, or keep them open if you're more comfortable doing that, and just check in with your breath. And just notice how you're feeling today. And just let the week wind down. Nice inhales and exhales. And one of the things I really want to focus on today for an intention really for the practice is just kind of let things flow. So don't worry if it's not turning out perfect. Just kind of let it go, have fun, and just really work on connecting with your child as you go through this. And whatever happens, happens, and let it be and let it go and just have some fun. So with that in mind, just take 5 more breaths. In through your nose, out through your mouth. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Then begin to just breathe through your nose for the last 3. And you can feel how your child's breathing. Just prepare yourself. Do one more big deep inhale. And one more exhale. So for this first movement, you can have, again, your child sitting in your lap while you move your arms, or you can lift your child for some fun with this next move we're gonna do. So what you're gonna do is breathe in, reach up overhead, and breathe out, float your arms down, or bring your child back down to your lap. So breathe in and lift. Breathe out, back down. Breathe in and lift. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. So now we'll go on to our hands and knees. You can place your child on their backs, on their bellies facing you, whatever is most comfortable. Make sure that your hands are underneath of your shoulders and your knees are under your hips. And have fun with your child here. You can make silly noises, give kisses, all of that fun stuff. And as you inhale, drop your belly, look up towards the sky for cat pose, and then cow round your, or sorry, this is cat, the other one's cow. Round your back and exhale. Breathe in for cow. Really getting some motion through your spine here. Breathe out as you round. Breathe in. And breathe out. And then 2 more rounds on your own. And 1 more. As you exhale, come back to just a neutral table position. We're going to transition into a plank. So on your inhale, step your feet back and find a nice plank, and we're going to hold it for 10 seconds. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then you're going to bend your knees and shift back into a downward facing dog. So hips are going to be up towards the sky, Ankles and feet working towards the floor, but it's okay if you don't reach the floor. You can pedal your feet out. Hands should be shoulder width apart, feet hip width apart. As you're ready, just settle into the downward facing dog for 3 breaths. And on the next exhale, come back down to your knees and then go back up onto your knees. And you can lift your child up now. And what we'll be doing is a low lunge to half split flow. So from your knees, you'll place your right foot forward. You can place your child on your lap. Or if he wants, or if he or she is more comfortable holding, that's fine too. But ideally on your knee, and just hold here, really get nice and strong through both legs. Front knee is stacked over front ankle. And then as you're ready, you're gonna inhale, get nice and tall, and exhale, straighten your front leg, and you can bend your child back. And then inhale, bend back forward. Exhale, forward, straighten your leg. And inhale, we'll do this 3 more times. And straighten. Last one. So this time I want you to hold the half split. You can place a hand down if you need to, or just hang out. And then on your next inhale, back up to a lunge, hold here, and back to kneeling. So if your arms need a rest, they can. Otherwise, we will transition to the other side. So place your left foot forward, child on the other leg. Again, focus first on left knee is stacked over your left ankle. Get nice and tall as you breathe in. And then breathe out, straighten. And then breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. This really helps open up your hips. Breathe out. Do 2 more. And out. And this one is you're going to hold. So straighten. Hold it for a couple seconds. And inhale, back up, and hold the lunge. And back to kneeling. From here, we're going to stand up. And we'll work into a forward fold. So this one, what you can do is you're going to hold your child with you, like this, against your chest. And you're going to inhale. First, your feet are going to get hip width apart. You're going to inhale, get nice and tall. Feel the ground beneath your feet, nice and strong in this position. And then you will inhale, nice and tall, and exhale, forward fold. So hinge at the hips. Go upside down for a moment. Then bend your knees and pick up your child, then reach overhead. And then back to center. And same thing, we'll do this 3 more times. So inhale, nice and tall, feeling the ground. Exhale, fold forward. You can shake your head out. And then inhale, back up, press up, overhead reach. And back down. So inhale, get tall. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise back up and lift. Last one. Inhale, get tall. Exhale, fold. And inhale, rise back up to stand and lift. From here, we'll be flowing with chair pose. So bring your feet, they can either be hip width apart or your big toes can be touching. Your child can either face out Or again, you can still hold against your chest. So we'll hold here, and what you're going to do is inhale, get nice and tall. Exhale, bend your knees, shift forward into chair pose, keeping your chest up. And then inhale back to stand. Exhale, chair pose. Inhale back to stand. Exhale, chair. We'll do 2 more, up and down. And then on this last one, we're going to hold for 10 seconds. So back down to chair. We're going to count down from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back up to stand. From here, we'll go into a tall lunge. So at the top of your mat, you will step your right foot back into a tall, so it's kind of like what we did on the mat before, but it's just up a little bit higher. Child will be on your left side. Remember your your left knee will be stacked over the left ankle. And the back leg should also be strong and really pressing back, so you're feeling activation through both sides. From here, we'll move a little bit with this as well. So we'll inhale, straighten the front leg. And exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale on this last one. We're going to hold the forward lunge. And hold here. And you can, and you're still nice and strong. Hold this for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then step all the way up to the top of the mat and switch sides. So now your right foot's going to ground into the mat. Step back with the left. Right knee will be over right ankle. And same position. So we're going to move with this as well. So on an inhale, straighten the leg. And exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale. Exhale. And this last one, we're going to straighten and then hold the lunge. Get nice and strong through both sides. Don't let your hip collapse on the left. Make sure your knee is tracking over the first 2 toes. And be up nice and tall. And back up to standing at the top of the mat. We're going to do a balance pose now called airplane. So take a breather. See how you're feeling. See how everyone's feeling. And now we'll go into airplane on the right. So this time your child can be on their belly. And you're going to bring your feet together at the top of the mat. Start to place more weight into the right foot. And as you exhale, just lift your left foot and start to tilt forward at your hips. So you're flying, your child's flying. And if you fall out of it, that's totally fine. Just have fun here. Chest up. Holding. And again, if you fall out, that's okay. Just let it be. And then come back up to airplane if you need to, and rise. So shake it out. Move your legs around a little bit. And then we'll do the left side. So back to the top of the mat. Make sure both feet are grounded into the floor. And slowly begin to shift your weight onto the left foot as you lift your right ankle. And then begin to shift. You can change your hand position too to hold the child on their belly. And then you're going to shift forward at the hips. Try to come to like a T position. Chest up. And again, just let whatever happens happen. Push through that stance leg. There. as you're ready, back up to standing and shake out the legs, move around a little bit. And so I'm going to show you first what we're going to do for the next round. So it's going to be a flow. You'll be into warriors. This one's a little bit tricky if you are holding a child. If there's a little bit of hand position change. So I'll just demonstrate before we start doing it. So what you'll do is we're going to get into warrior two position. The front foot is going to be facing the top of the mat. The back foot will be facing the long side of the mat. Your front heel should be kind of in line with the arch of your back foot. Knee should be stacked over ankle. Your child's going to be on your front hip, holding with the same side arm to begin. This will be the warrior two. Back arm will be like this. And then we're going to go into a reverse warrior. So you're going to switch hands. The left hand is going to come across and then lift up and back with the other. So as you're ready, we can get into that position. Again, so starting from the top of the mat, right toes will still be facing forward. Left toes will step back. Feet should be a good amount apart. Back heel is flat. Nice bend in the front knee. Right hand underneath. And arm out for warrior two. You want to look forward. You can look down. And hold nice and steady here. Feeling a good base, equal pressure through both feet. Should be burning a little bit. But really try to stand nice and tall. As you're ready, switch hands and you're going to reach up and back, kind of like a swooping position. Look up towards the sky. And then hold from here for a few more seconds. And back up. So from here, you're going to turn towards the long side of the mat. Your toes are going to turn out on a 45-degree angle. You're going to hold your child from the front, so they're facing outwards. And we're going to do what's called goddess squats. So it's essentially like you're going to be sliding down a wall. So you don't want to bend forward to squat with it. You want to keep your back nice and straight. Your knees should track over your feet. And from here, we'll breathe in and then breathe out, squat down, being nice and tall in your trunk, and then all the way back up, press through your heels. We'll do this a few times. Down and up. You'll inhale on up, exhale on down. We'll do 3 more. Good. One more. And this one hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and press all the way back up. And now you're going to turn your feet so they're facing the long side, or the toes, so they're facing the long side. Switch the position of your child. Get nice and tall for a wide leg forward fold. So you'll breathe in as you get tall, breathe in, get tall. And then as you hinge forward from your hips, so you can give your arms a break, put your child on the floor, or hold. Really try to get equal weight bearing through both of your feet, so you're not all the way on your toes or all the way on your heels. You're kind of right in the middle of the foot. Let your head dangle. You can walk your hands from one side to the other, or you can just be in stillness. Just kind of giving yourself a moment to breathe in, recheck in with yourself, see how you're feeling. For a few more breaths. Now take one more big breath in, a big breath out through your mouth. And bend your knees as you pick your child up and return to standing. You can bring your feet together and we're going to go into a tree pose. So this one, you may want to hold your child on the side that you're going to be standing on. We'll be standing on our right foot first. So the most important part with these balance poses is to really set your feet up ahead of time So really feeling grounded, feeling all your toes and your heels, everything on the floor. So as you're ready, shift weight into the right foot and start to lift your left foot off. You can prop your left foot on the mat. You can bring it to your shin or bring it above your knee. Be nice and strong through that right leg. Be up nice and tall. And with tree pose, just like you would in any other class, you always have a lot of options here. You can keep your hands, your child at your chest. You can build branches if you want. You can turn your child out and build branches with them. Hold here for a few more breaths. And again, if you fall out, that's fine. You'll get back in. Here. Check in, feel nice and strong through that leg. And rest your foot back down. So we're going to do the same thing on the other side now. So you'll bring your left foot will face the top of the mat. Right foot will be facing the long side of the mat. And bend your front foot into warrior two. Child on your hip. From there, stack your right knee over the ankle. And again, strong through both. You don't want too much weight forward, too much weight backwards. Back arm will be out. Then you can look forward. Just feel nice and strong upright. You can roll your shoulders down and back to really make sure that you're upright. Hold for a little bit longer. As you're ready, switch hands. So right hand will come under shoulders. You'll lift up and back with your left. Really feeling a stretch through the body, strong through those legs. Then switch back to warrior two briefly. And then straighten. Turn your toes out on that 45-degree angle again. We have goddess squats coming up again. So child facing out, you can do a bucket hold underneath the knees, or you can hold whichever position is comfortable for you. So as you inhale, get nice and tall, and exhale, slide down, bend the knees for one. Inhale, exhale. 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 Inhale. Exhale and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press up into standing. Turn those toes so they're facing the long side of the mat now. Turn your child around. Get nice and tall on an inhale. And exhale, we're folding back down. So you can do the same thing you did on the other side. Or if you want to walk your hands between your legs a little bit more, you can hold onto the right foot for a few breaths. And walk your hands across and hold your left for a few breaths, whatever is comfortable for you. Just have some fun. Check in with yourself, see how you feel. As you're ready, bend those knees, lift your child back up, and step your feet together. Now we'll do tree pose on the left. So from the beginning, again, feet grounded, really feel the earth beneath your feet. And then shift towards the left, lift your right foot. You can have a prop on your calf or above your knee. Hold here, nice and strong through that left leg. And then you can either grow branches 4, stay in the center. And again, if you fall out, just come back in. Hold here. You could even do a one-handed hold if you want to, and reach up for branches on the other side. Hold for a little longer. And back down. From here, we're going to go back on the mat we're going to start do boat pose. So you're going to sit on your bottom, feet flat on the floor for now. Make sure your chest is nice and upright. Your child is going to balance on your knee. You're going to hold your child balancing on your knees or on your lap. And as you breathe in, get nice and tall. And then breathe out, you're going to shift back and you can lift up your legs. Keep them bent, you can keep them straight, which I cannot do, so I will not show. And then hold here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your feet down. Give a cuddle at the top of the boat. We'll do that 2 more times. Just catch your breath. As you're ready, shift back onto your hips, lift those legs. You can make your boat to move a little bit. You can kind of move side to side if that feels comfortable. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back down. Give a little cuddle for 1. More boat after this. As you're ready, on your knees and lift up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. So from here, we're going to go to butterfly pose. So the soles of your feet will come together in front. Here you can have your child in between your feet, on the floor in front of you, or seated in front of you. Whatever is most comfortable and works for you. Your knees will kind of rest out like this. If it's not comfortable, you can prop something up under your knees. And then you can stay here, or you can lean forward if you'd like to get a stretch, making sure that your bottom stays on the floor. And hold here, you can rest your head down. And we'll stay here for about 6 breaths. One more inhale. And an exhale. And rise back up to seated. Now you're going to lay on your back. And this one you can kind of have some freedom to do what you want with it. So you're going to lift your legs up kind of in a table position. Your child can go really wherever you'd like, on belly or sitting. The goal is to have your back flat against the mat here. But you can move your legs if you want at a time, if you want to. You can get an arm workout, lift the child up. You can really do whatever you like in this position. It's really just to help activate your core muscles. And keeping it there. So we'll hold this for a couple more breaths. Fly. Good. One more breath in. One more breath out, and you can bring your feet down. We're going to do bridge. So make sure that your heels are, you can touch your fingertips to your heels on both sides. Your child can sit on your stomach or wherever is comfortable. And we're going to lift up, push through heels, lift your bottom up into a bridge for 1 and back down. And then 2 and back down. 3, back down, 4, Breathe in and breathe out. And then on 5, we're gonna hold for 10 seconds. So be 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back down. So now what you can do is if you feel like your body needs any more movement, feel free to do any other movement that may feel good to you right now. And then we're going to go into our resting pose. So your options for that are you can lay on your back in a traditional Shavasana pose. Your child can rest on your chest or next to you. Feet wide, arms wide. You can also, another option is on your side. And you can have your child next to you and you can lay on your side. The other option is come up to a seated position and sit with your child. We're gonna sit here for 1 or 2 minutes. I'm not gonna talk really, and just kind of have a moment to reflect on the practice and see how it felt. Come back to that intention of, letting it go and having fun and letting whatever be, and see how it goes from there. And just, again, like I said, reflect, take a moment in silence or semi-silence, whatever works for you. And I'll let you know when it's time to close. So you can close your eyes, keep them open, and just really tune into that breath, see if you feel different from the start of the session. Breathe in and breathe out. As you're ready, start to come back to where you are. And again, thank you everybody for joining us for the Mommy and Me Yoga today. I hope everybody had fun. And thank you.